Hi, my love. Welcome to the Godly Femme podcast. My name is Jumoke Win, and here we discuss all things Christian hypergamy, leveling up, and godly femininity. Check us out at godlyfemme.com. Okay, my love, here are some traits to look out for when it comes to women to avoid in your godly femininity journey. As you are growing and becoming a more godly feminine woman, as you interact with more types of people, you'll see that there are certain traits that just don't align and they're not conducive to your overall growth and development as a godly feminine woman. So as you're making friends, you want to be aware of these traits. In no particular order, here are 8 traits to look out for. The first is unbeliever. You want to be very careful when it comes to someone who does not have a moral code. They don't have a sense of morality. They don't have something that they are standing on. They do what is right in their own eyes. When it comes to a woman as a believer, you guys will not agree with everything. You guys will make mistakes. You probably would hurt each other along the way or say something, and you want to at least be around someone who has a sense of conviction, that they want to please God, that they're standing on the word of God at the end of the day, that they may not be perfect, but they want to do what is glorifying and honoring to God and not simply what is right in their own eyes. Number 2 is a misandrist. A misandrist, someone who hates men. As godly feminine women, especially godly feminine hypergamous women, we do not hate men. We respect men as providers of the home. We respect men as the head. We love men around here, right? We're not concerned about who did this, who did that. We know that there are good men out there, and we are not just focused on the bad apples that are tainting the entire bunch. We love men. So the women who are always like, men are trash and men aren't this and they're not that, and they are constantly engaging in like gender wars, and anything that comes out of their mouth about men is always negative. You want to avoid a woman like that, because it will definitely taint your mindset and how you view men, and it will even hinder you. If you're not currently married and you're not hypergamously married, it will hinder you from finding that provider husband. The next is a woman who lacks accountability. Ooh, this is a huge one. You want to avoid women who lack accountability, that they can never admit that they're wrong, that they don't take accountability for the things that they can control, right? That they don't report back to anyone. They do things in secret. They don't want to be called out. They don't want to be told that they're wrong. Things like this. The women who lie, they tell little white lies, and they just have this defense mechanism all the time because they don't want to be accountable. I always say that women love to be held but never accountable, okay? But a woman who lacks accountability is a woman you want to avoid in your femininity journey. Next is doesn't value her health. All right, now we're getting into some juicy details, but a godly feminine woman always values her health because she knows that her body is a temple and it is the only body that she's going to have in this lifetime. She understands the importance of, hey, if I am going to be all that God called me to be, then I need to be healthy. I need to value my health. If I'm going to accomplish my purpose in this lifetime, right? I need to value my health. So women who don't value their health, and we're not talking about women who are specific size. That's not what we're saying here. We're just saying a woman who is health conscious. She's conscientious about the food that she consumes, right? She is conscientious about her mental health, her physical health, her emotional health, that she values herself as a woman. Women who don't value themselves, you'll see they eat anything, they do anything, they consume anything, they are always, their emotions are up and down, things like that. You don't want to be around women like that because they will drain you. Next is a woman who doesn't value her appearance. This is another thing. Okay, a woman who is okay looking sloppy. She is not trying to look her best, present herself in the best way, and best is relative, right? But you can tell when a woman does not try and she lacks intentionality in how she looks, right? You don't want to be with around women who they're just not intentional. And if you're intentional because you're a godly feminine woman, you're dressing nicely, you want to present yourself as the best version of yourself to this world, and she's around you, she's feeling insecure. It's just a lot of unnecessary drama, right? Like, and we're not talking about a specific look, we're not talking about a specific size, we're just talking about the intentionality with your health, with your with exercising, with fitness, with your appearance. Just the fact that you're making an effort and that's part of your vision for life, and that's where you're going, and you're doing it because you value yourself. You value yourself and you value others, right? When other people meet you, you want to be at your best. You love people and you want to make sure that you are presenting yourself as a daughter of the Most High, as an ambassador of the kingdom to the world. When people look at you, they're like, yep, that's God's daughter. Yep, she's a Christian. Yep, that's a believer. Yep, that's a woman of God. That is how you want to present yourself. All right. So the next thing is a woman who has low emotional intelligence. This should have been number one, honestly. Like a woman with low emotional intelligence is a woman who will become a distraction to you. A woman who is not in tune with her emotions and does not know how to manage her own emotions, is not aware of her own emotions. And you will be surprised, the deeper you get into your femininity journey and you become more emotionally intelligent, you'll realize that majority of women lack emotional intelligence. And you'll see it because they'll do things like they're passive aggressive. They're not honest with themselves and how they feel. They don't know how to navigate their own emotions, quote unquote, negative emotions, which no emotion is negative. So if they're feeling jealousy, since they are low in emotional intelligence, they don't even recognize that they are jealous and how to manage that and what the message of jealousy is communicating to them. If, they, yeah, it's just no. I can go on and on and on. Maybe I'll make another podcast about the importance of emotional intelligence as a feminine woman, but a woman like that is a woman who will be she'll be a snare. She will be a snare in your path as you are growing in femininity, if she has low emotional intelligence. Okay. The next is proud. A woman who is proud, who is prideful. I don't even know which one is the proper term is the proper term for this context, but a woman who is always trying to be right but not trying to be righteous. A woman who lacks humility, who cannot say, you know what, maybe I'm wrong, and that's okay. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be imperfect. I make mistakes, and that is okay, right? But a woman who is too proud to admit, I need help. I made a mistake. I'm sorry, right? If a woman cannot say I'm sorry or apologize, or it hurts her to be wrong because she has her own inner healing issues, and you are past that, right? Again, you can have compassion for women like that because, hey, everybody got something going on, and maybe you were raised to be a perfectionist, and because you're a perfectionist, you can't take criticism, or anyone who says something to you, take it as an attack, whatever the case is. But just a woman who cannot admit that she is wrong because she doesn't want to feel shame. Yeah, you want to avoid women like that. Women who are humble, who are like, hey, I need help. Hey, I see this. Hey, I think I messed up here. Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh no, 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 no. Avoid women like that. And the last type of woman to avoid is a victim. Okay, a woman who is a victim. And this kind of goes back into the whole thing with accountability. But a woman who finds a problem for every solution, right? She is a victim of her own life. She's a complainer, right? Always complaining about the things that she can't control and never focusing on the things that she can. She is mediocre. She is waiting for someone to rescue her instead of curating her own happy ending, curating the life that she wants to live. She's instead, that's what she should be spending her time on. She should be spending time, concerned about things that she can't control, but she is so concerned about the things that she can't control and blaming everybody for how her life turned out, right? You don't want to be around a woman who is always finding an out, right? Always finding a reason to why they are mediocre, why their life is what it is, and they are not empowered in their own journey, right? They're not focusing on, hey, if I don't have money, let me stop complaining about it. Let me find out how to make more money. Hey, I'm in this situation. It sucks. Couldn't control it, but what can I control? What can I do on a day to day to change the narrative of my life? Hey, this is not how I want to live my life. What can I do so that I can get one step closer to the life that I want? Right? I'm not a victim. God has given me authority here on this earth. He has given me dominion. Let me take dominion of my time. Let me take dominion of my habits. Let me take dominion of my mind. Hello, somebody. Let me take captive every thought, make it obedient to Christ. Let me do that. Let me pray. Let me partner my prayer with works. Women who don't have that sense of tenacity, you don't want to be around them, right? They will hold you back. They will hold you back, and you think that you're helping them because you're trying to be their therapist. Girl, don't ever be anyone's therapist, all right? Someone who is a victim and has a victim mentality needs to pay someone for that emotional labor. So those are 8 different traits that I can think of from the top of my mind. There are probably more, of the type of women that you want to avoid when it comes to your godly femininity journey. Hope that you enjoyed this podcast, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to the Godly Femme podcast. If you would like more help in your femininity journey, make sure that you do sign up for our 7-day Godly Femininity Challenge, and also that you join our free Facebook mentorship group, Black Hypergamous Christian Women. All the details are in the description.